Hey viewers, hope you're doing good and staying safe. This is Asabri Madhavika from Spice Sweet Talk Chronicles. Today I'm going to make a cake with fondant icing, and I'm also going to address some stories, tips, and tricks of fondant. Let's start with the process now. I have total taken 2 cups of maida and powdered sugar, but I'm adding 1 cup of each at the start with 1 tablespoon of baking powder and baking soda. Sieving the dry ingredients is really important to avoid crystals or lumps which might have already been in the flours. So do sieve it like I've shown. I'm going to make a 2-tier cake, so that's the reason why I have taken 1 cup of maida right now and then going to add maida if required. And now for the wet ingredients, this is 3 eggs, 3 whites and 2 yolks are required. I'll use a beater to make it fluffy and fill in air as much as possible. Till my eggs get fluffy, I'm going to address first question, that is, what is fondant icing? Unless until anyone tells you or you go in a cake shop and see a decorative cake with different figurines like a makeup kit or someone sitting on the cake without the cream, it's really fascinating to watch a fondant cake in a store. But have you ever thought that you can make it yourselves? The fondant is actually made of marshmallows. It's a type which can be made by marshmallows, and there are different types of fondants. And today I'm going to use a store bought fondant only. The whites have nicely been beaten and fluffy enough to add my vanilla essence in it now, and then I'll be pouring it in parts in the dry ingredients. The process here which I'm showing you is it is fold and cut, fold and cut. I'm adding a little water also to get the batter little bit flowy. Now I can understand that this is only going to make 1 tier batter. I'm going to add the another cup of flour which I kept aside and another cup of powdered sugar. You do not need to add the baking powder and soda again. Also, I'm going to add 2 bananas over here because my family really loves the banana flavor which I had made last time. So I'm adding that directly. I have already greased up 2 tins with butter and flour and poured it with 1/4 of it so it rises up evenly. I have preheated 2 cookers for 10 minutes on high flame. Place the cans inside carefully and note down the timings. I have closed the first cooker at 1:23 p.m. and I am placing the another tin now. The second one I am closing at 1:25. Let's check after 50 minutes precisely. It's 2:20 and my first cake, the upper tier, is done, and at 2:21 this is the second cake. This is also done. I will keep the tins aside for cooling off. Now it's frosting time. This is the whipping cream I'm using. It's known as Star Whip. It needs to be chilled with the vessel in which you will be beating it. And if you see, I've kept a water bath, that is also ice water. We have to beat this on medium speed first and then increase the speed to the highest for 5 minutes. I'm adding this compound chocolate, melted compound chocolate of Amul, which can be added in the frosting anytime you want. And also I'm adding some Nutella to give that extra flavor. The cream needs 5 minutes to come to its double consistency. And if it doesn't come, if you feel if it is still watery, keep it inside the fridge and again take it out and beat it again. I've done that only. It took me almost 7 minutes to get to the consistency. My cakes have cooled down, and now I'll be cutting each cake into 3 layers. This you can do as I've shown with a knife, or you can use a thread. I'll show you in my next video how to do it. And cut off the crust if you don't like. It is better to cut off the crust when you're using frosting. I'll address a second question, which would be, does fondant taste like icing? It doesn't taste like icing. It has actually a sweet flavor and a chewy texture. So you can think of biting into a marshmallow which has a uniform texture, and that's why actually it is used over a buttercream or a ganache below it. So apply frosting first, and if you have choco chips then well and good, it gives an extra crunch. So I'm adding it, but you'll have to apply a frosting layer again. Place the second layer over the frosting and repeat the same. Next question would be, is fondant expensive or cheaper? To tell you on the rates, I've brought the Star whipped cream for 150 rupees, the Tetra pack, and I've used only half of it. I've saved other half for my next cake. And fondant which I brought, one color, that is white color, that is of 140 rupees, and also I've bought a second color also which I'll be using. So yes, fondant is expensive. Conceal the edges of the cake with frosting itself so that no gaps are visible. Once you do this, you have to keep it in fridge until you frost the second cake. It will take around 5 to 7 minutes to do the second cake. So remember, always keep the leftover frosting or frosted cake inside the fridge so that it sets properly. This is my second cake, which look absolutely good, and I'll be cutting it with a knife only. I've read online that cutting it with a thread is easier. So let's see in my next video. Next question would be, why fondant is used? What is good about it? Fondant is usually used for making a decorative shape or a cake topper. Even buttercream is used with more fat, which gives it a rich taste and a luxurious texture that many people prefer. However, even the most carefully spread buttercream will never look as perfect as a layer of fondant. So till now, if you may understand that fondant is actually easier to handle. Buttercream is also easier to handle, but you need technique to whip the cream. In fondant, you can buy a store bought fondant. You just have to roll it out and give shapes. Guys, after concealing the cake with first layer of frosting, keep it inside the fridge. Again take it out and give another layer of frosting. It's fondant rolling time. I've taken this Cello brand of fondant which I bought it from store, and as you can see it's really soft, so you'll have to use flour. It tries to stick on your palms. Your palms also have to be enough dusted with flour. I've also bought another color, that is red one, for the second tier. Now roll the fondant like you're rolling in chapati or a fulka. As you can see, you have to roll the fondant at least twice the size of your cake. Hoping till you roll out the fondant, you have kept the cake, frosted cake, inside the fridge. Take it out at the right time when you have rolled the fondant. Check if it has set or not a little bit, and place the fondant over the cake the way I've shown here. Use your hands to even out from top to bottom. Now take a knife and carefully cut the edges. Keep aside the leftover fondant. This is not a wasted fondant. I'll be using this fondant to make a marble texture with the red one. Now for the red one, go for the same process. Okay, remember here also, after placing the fondant, keep it in the fridge. Look, I have both the fondants extras, so I'm going to roll it over like this and create a marble texture. I actually really enjoyed while combining these two fondants. It was really fun. Now I have these cutters which I bought, flower shaped cutters in 3 sizes. It looks like this. So I didn't have any design in mind on which tier should I place these flowers, but I felt it was better if I take out the white tier and place the flowers over it. It would look awesome, and it did. Now if you can see, I have kept a cup of water handy with me. Just to tell you, fondant sticks to fondant with the help of water itself. At start of the cake, I had so many ideas and so many suggestions on how I should be doing this, but this is what I could do, and it looked really awesome at the end. So if you visit a cake accessory shop, you'll get many types of cake toppers there which would help you in creating any design you want. So this is what a fondant is used for creating different textures. For the bottom tier, with the help of knife, I am going to make diagonal visible lines in both way, in crisscross manner. And I have bought some gold pearls which I will be embedding on the junctions of all the lines. So you also get a stencil for these lines outside in the store. Look, the pearls are getting embedded really easily, and it looks really royal, don't you agree? Now placing the first tier on the second tier very carefully. I had leftover pearls, leftover fondant, which I used the marble fondant in such a way to create a bow and a heart shape. And this is my final look. So guys, this cake took around 4 hours, as it was my first time. Maybe I was not a pro and I had planned a lot, but I'm super happy with the results. Hope you guys love this video. Please like and comment if you do so. Share this video with your loved ones, and at last, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I bid adieu until next time. Bye bye.